It's Michelle from Dial M Style, and I wanted to go live today to, hold on, let me get comfy. I was trying to go live from my computer, and then it said go to mobile. So here I am on mobile, but I wanted to talk to you today about the new platform I'm creating. It's called the Handbag Exchange, and it's the handbag.exchange. The handbag.exchange, not .com, just to clarify. This was suggested from several viewers. One of them wrote in, Judy, thank you so much. How about an exchange platform where the viewers can exchange bags with each other? And I love the idea. Truthfully, I have been in the back of my head, and I mean for years, like how do I do a consignment shop without having inventory? Because inventory is like something that's just too difficult for me to handle, like, you know, little me by myself. So what I did with the Handbag Exchange is my team will act as your handbag concierge. Let me explain from the beginning. Right now, I'm looking for testers for the platform. This is going to work as a platform where you can post your handbag listings. How it's different from Facebook, how it's different from Fashion File. You're going to be allowed to set your own prices. Now, how it's different from Facebook, once a deal is made, now this can be you're trading or you're selling. One thing I noticed when I'm trading my items, or I do a lot of bartering, like I will do your eyelashes or your hair, your makeup, and the trade doesn't always have to be the value. Like, so say your bag, you think your bag is worth, here, let me grab a bag here. Maybe it's worth $1,200 if you sell on Fashion File. Maybe it's not worth that much to me. I'm trading it for a bag that I really want. So it's gonna be up to you. Like say I'm trading it for a YSL Lulu that seller has set at $1,800. Then maybe I pay the difference. However it goes, once you make a deal, my team will act as a concierge. So we will send each person shipping labels to send to the consignment shop that I work with, where we will inspect the bag and authenticate it, and then send it out to its new owners. Okay, I hope this is making sense because it is a lot of information, and it's a lot of information that I'm testing right now. So we will charge you the concierge fee and any percentage, applicable commission percentage. So basically it's 15% with a minimum of $199 to cover the shipping and concierge fees. So it goes through my concierge team. How that's different from Facebook, you're not getting any concierge on Facebook. Some people do not send the bag or will send you the wrong bag. So this way you have peace of mind. Also in the community, so by the way, I see you guys there, but I'm wondering if I can see if there's a chat. Okay, I see a chat. I don't have any pets. I just have my stuffed animal here. So anyways, this is your Q&A to also ask questions. On the platform, so I'm building the platform on a platform called School. It is different from YouTube. YouTube's not going anywhere. It is different from Facebook. I am implementing a membership fee. That way it keeps out any people who are just trying to scam or looky-loo. I know it can't take out everyone completely, but that is why we have the concierge service. So when you sell or trade a bag that needs to be authenticated, it will go through my team. We'll send out the shipping label to send to my team, and then we'll send it to its new owner. Now, also on the platform, there is the ability to do a group call, which I think is very useful for my community. It will basically be like a show and tell, like we did in kindergarten, so that each person, totally optional, will do this, I'm thinking twice a month, where you can get online and like, oh, hi, here's my bag that I'm selling, and let me show you all the details so that We can connect with each other in that way, but also a place for me to answer questions. I get questions in the comments that I can't answer directly or can't answer without more information, such as how do you clean the bag? How do you store the bag? Which bag is best for me? Which bag do I buy? And, you know, honestly, as a stylist, I need to see the person. I need to see who's behind it. So I can tell you, does this bag fit your body? Does it fit your lifestyle? Does it fit your clothing style? Things like that, types of questions that are more useful in a community environment that I could participate in. But also, like, what's the latest bag trends? What do I see out there? How do I style my bags? So I see all types of fun we can be having on this platform. Okay, but back to the platform, the Handbag Exchange, which is, I know what you are here for. So right now I'm looking for testers, and all you need to do is list your bag. You are not committed to sell until you say so. You set your price, and then you can raise or lower your price. You can negotiate the price. So it is all up to you, the bag owner. Now, how that's different from also Fashion File. Fashion File, they take your things and you don't know, you don't have control of what you're going to get. I've had clients that have turned in $4,000 bags and only gotten a check for $400 back. So this platform gives you a little more, well, it gives you total control, not just a little more control. It gives you total control. And then from what I'm able to do, I'm able to take those listings and highlight them on my YouTube channel that has 30,000 subscribers so that you can get more eyeballs on your bag. This is the way I can help my community to sell their bags as well. I get that question often, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to sell your bag. So let's make that community and make that happen so you can all communicate with each other too, in all honesty, of this is the bag, this is why I'm selling it. Alrighty, so hi smiling eucalyptus tree. I always see you commenting. What was one of my worst customers? Ooh, you know, the first thing that comes to mind, and it's been quite a few years since I've worked there. Now, let me tell you honestly, I remember my better customers more than my worst. In Louis Vuitton, customers don't always treat you like a human. They treat you like a machine. And I've heard it all. They literally come in snobby of like, well, I'm treated snobby, so I'm gonna treat this person that way. And it's literally a projection. If you think someone's going to treat you a certain way, that is what you're going to get. I don't know if everyone understands that. Like, you literally, people mirror what you expect. So yes, so it goes for any retail environment. If you go in with an attitude, you're gonna get an attitude back. So that's the most, that, I mean, it's 75% true in Vuitton. Most people don't wanna talk to you, don't wanna look at you as a salesperson. And it's not all retail. If I'm working with a skincare customer, it's very different. They are like, tell me what I need. So there's an air of snobbery when people do come into Vuitton of like, I deserve to be here. Like, hey, no one's contesting that. The door is wide open. So from my memory, one of the worst, I was in, so I worked in one of the boutiques in a boutique. So it was a boutique inside of Bloomingdale's, and there was also a boutique inside of Saks. And sometimes they trade, like, we are shorthanded, can you come here? And I remember sitting in Saks, and this family came in, and the dad was he was so arrogant. He was like, I don't need your help. I have a salesperson in Beverly Hills, so I just want to look and leave, like this leave me alone attitude. I was like, okay, because you're not gonna buy anything. I don't need to spend time over there. Let me go talk to other people. And then every now and then he'd be like, hey, tell me the price of this. And it was that demanding and entitlement that was just so off-putting, where honestly, as an associate, you have the choice, you have the right to just be like, we really don't want to help you because you're already coming in here demanding, saying that you have a different salesperson, you're not going to buy. But yet, what gives you the entitlement to kind of like throw up and say, hey, tell me the price of this? So it was like, that is definitely one that I remember, because you can't, it's like going into a restaurant saying, I'm not going to buy anything, but I want you to tell me everything and describe the taste of everything on the menu. So yeah, it's very strange because I kid you not when I say the level of entitlement sometimes that you see at the high-end retailers is the same that you see if you walk into Walmart. I don't know where people get this attitude. And I've heard people saying in line, like, I'm going to act a certain way so I get better service. And it's just not true. The act, that I have money, I deserve this, the act of entitlement, we can see through it. All you got to do is come in and say, hi, do you have this? I've been looking at this bag. Do you have it? So I would say those are the worst type of customers. And then also the ones who automatically think you know what they're talking about. Not every store has everything. So some people come in very like, why don't you have this? You should have this because I want it, because I drove 2 hours for the bag. Sometimes I'm just looking at them like, oh, you want this? Well, this was discontinued 3 years ago. For example, Bichette Accessoires. And it's the truth. It's not like I'm contesting you or anything. It's like, oh no, that bag was discontinued. So there are some things that people don't know about shopping luxury. Did you call the store? By the way, you're not allowed to call the store anymore. Did you call an associate? Did you call Vuitton customer service to see if the bag was actually available in this certain location where you are trying to shop for it? Because anything you do, I drove 2 hours, I came all the way for this, anything that you do or assume is literally on the customer. So I'll state this here. I was thinking about this before I turn on the stream. The point of my channel, it's not to say the customer is wrong or this and that, or you shouldn't buy, or the brand is bad, or this or that. It's literally to educate people. I have been in the manufacturing and retail industry for such a long time that it's literally my job in the store and out to educate people so that you can make an educated decision on what you're going to buy. This is true with like anything in life. Do your research, and don't let opinions of other people, internet opinions, sway you, because they don't pay your bills, they don't buy your things, they don't wear your stuff. I see this so much, and not just bags, but anything. Anything people buy, or even, dare I say, politics. What school to go to. I've had friends text me, what healthcare should I buy? And I'm like, I have nothing to do with that. What works with your family? You need to think about those things. I've had people tell me they would never buy the type of car that I drive. I'm like, I don't drive you around. So that's what my channel is here for. Because I have insider knowledge, I'm giving the information. You can buy Vuitton, you can buy Chanel, you can spend your money wherever you like. Do you have the informed decision to make your purchases? And I get it, I'm a lover of bags. That's why I have the Handbag Exchange. That's why I have my channel. So that's what my channel exists for, because honestly, manufacturing, I think about this all the time. Manufacturing has changed so much what it is now from what it was 20 years ago, when you could spend more money and get a better quality product. Whereas in today, I don't see that as much. I see like the same quality of product. Sometimes if you're buying from a like lower end, and I hate saying that, like something like Coach is still a high-end brand, could be the same quality that you're getting at Vuitton. Yes. So that's what my channel is here for. I'm going to educate the masses. People want to protest that. Like, go buy what you want. There are so many people who are just new to shopping. I don't know how else to say that. I remember being 24, getting my first like full-time paycheck, and it was like, okay, I can shop now. And it's just different now than it was before. So any other questions? I love to answer questions about bags. So the Handbag Exchange will be a community where like we can discuss things like this, where it's not just so like black and white. Do you have a need for the bag? Do you want to trade the bag? Did you get use out of the bag? I have bags that are so amazing in my closet. I got my use out of it. I don't wish to keep it anymore. So let's as a community, okay, I can get use of this. There might be a Gucci that I have my eye on. So back to the Handbag Exchange. Sorry, I got off track during lives. I was like, I need to have some bullet points, and then I forgot about it. But right now I have 12 testers and I have 3 people who have listed their bags. So right now I'm just looking for people to list their bags. I'm gonna show you, ooh, Anne listed a Chloe Woody croc embossed basket tote. It is a beautiful Chloe bag. Comes with a dust bag, and she has listed it for $9.50. And she's also listed a Valentino Garavandi medium rock stud. This is a beautiful bag. So this is something that I would look at because it's a color that I love. It's kind of a goldish color. I love studs on my bag. I might look at that and say, hey, I have a Gucci that I'm not using. Do you want to trade? Oh, she also has Gucci. So I know Gucci is her style. So maybe that's something we could trade. She also has a beautiful red Gucci. I love Gucci bags. It might be a situation where I look at it and say, you know what? I have this vintage bag I'm not using. Maybe I want to trade it for a newer, or vice versa. Let's see. 𝐼𝐸 has posted some beautiful bags. The Saint Laurent Grain de Poudre Mateless chevron monogram chain wallet is a timeless classic piece. Maybe she has enough chain wallets. Maybe you have enough chain wallets where, or maybe you just want to trade with her. She also has the beautiful original bum bag, and she put here the OG bum bag from Louis Vuitton in monogram. This is the original bum bag before they changed the design to the high rise. And this bum bag is very popular for both men and women. I see it used a lot as a crossbody, and it is large. So she says here she just doesn't reach for it anymore, which is the case with a lot of us handbag collectors. They're in great condition because we have so many bags. We just don't always reach for it anymore. So, you know, like me, you might have overbought on bags and then come to the conclusion that, oh, okay, maybe I need to rotate some things out of my closet. So that's how this idea was born. Do you have any questions about the Handbag Exchange? And even if you're watching the replay, please do ask questions. Again, the commission is going to be 15% if you're trading with a minimum of $1.99. That covers shipping both ways and the authentication if it needs to be authenticated. Other questions I have gotten from my friends: can I sell a wallet? Now, with the model that I've set up, because it is going through the concierge, it's honestly not worth it to sell anything less than $500. That will be up to you. If you do find another community member that you want to trade with without the authentication, that is not, that, you know, you can do that on your own. You would need my concierge when you need to authenticate something. So for that reason, it does make the most sense with the higher end bags. Add a Q&A sticker. Oh, okay. My live is, oh, okay. My live is telling me to put a sticker. Good teacher, yes or no? I'm a good teacher. Alrighty, so does anyone have any other questions, comments? I see there's 5 people here. I'm gonna go live a few times. I know I'm not always good about like announcing when I'm going to go. Any other questions here? I see, what is my favorite food? I like to eat everything. I don't know if I have a favorite. Right now it's Lent, so I'm gonna say sushi. Hey, where are you going? Okay. What time are you coming back? Okay. Okay, see you. Bye. Daughter's leaving. Alrighty, so any other questions before I stop the stream, or do you need me to go over anything? By the way, the fee guide is in the Handbag Exchange group. I still am looking for testers. All you need to do is email me at info@𝐿Mstyle.com, and I will send you the links to get onto the platform. Right now for my testers, I'm doing a 60-day free because I need people to list their handbags. I know y'all have a lot of handbags to sell. Now, keep in mind, all the pricing is going to be up to you. What my team provides is the concierge service, so that when you make a sell or a trade, it will come to me first. We will send you a shipping label. So your fees are going to cover the shipping labels, the authentication, and the concierge service. We're trying to keep it as low and as reasonable as possible. That way, nobody sends you a sack of flour, nobody sends you a bag that is not the bag in the description. This is the common complaints I hear from Facebook, and the common complaints I hear from Fashion File is that they take too much of your money when you are selling a bag. Okay, so I'm going to help you as much as possible, and we are going to have, oh, hey, Jackie, good to see you. It's info@𝐿Mstyle.com. Hi, Jennifer, thank you for joining. So also on the platform, for those of you who are just coming in, we'll have the ability to do group calls so we can get on and do this. This is what I'm selling, so you can see every bit of the bag and the condition. It will be a great community, let's say every other Saturday, of like, let's share what we have to sell, buy, or trade. And then also I will be here to give your advice where you should price it, what you should trade for. That's gonna be totally up to you. And how to style your bags, which bag works for you. That's what I love doing. That's what I love doing in the store. Let me look at you. Oh, okay, this bag's gonna go great with your style. Is there a place where I can put my email here? So I'm excited to open this platform to everyone. And like I said, the value of your bag is your value. Someone might say, hey, your Speedy is 1,000. I might say, I just want to trade it for that Valentino over there. And if that person likes that trade, then that trade will happen. So the value of your bag is honestly the value you put on it. But if you do need help pricing, like I do see some of the listings, they are priced a little high for the type of bag that they are. I've noticed in my declutter, I've had to take away the value of things, of what I paid for might be different from the value that you're trying to sell or trade. So you do have to, I'm gonna help you with that mindset of like, okay, let's price it correctly. Did you get your $1,800 use out of this bag. How much use did you get? For example, this bum bag is priced at $24. I know it's a lot if you buy brand new. Did you get your $600 wear out of it? Could you bring it down? Could you bring it down a bit to make it available, more available for someone else to buy or trade? Okay, friends, do I have any other questions? Just any questions in general about handbags? I love to answer. Like, how do you clean them? How do you store them? What's my favorite bag right now? Anything at all? I'm here for that as well. Jackie, that's a great question. I want to open it to contemporary. So we're going to play with that. Go ahead and email me and post your contemporary bags. The thing is, if anybody's using my concierge service to get them authenticated, it's more worth it. I've discussed this of like, oh, it's not worth it to have anything less than 500. However, if you want to trade without having to use any of my shipping labels, then it just works like a community like Facebook, where you just find another member and trade it. Okay, so for anything that's under 500, it's not worth it for me to charge you any fees for that. So honestly, at this point, that is still up for discussion, because it wouldn't be worth it for any of you guys to send it to me and then me to send it back out, because then you're paying for shipping twice. So yes, I'm playing with that because I know you have a lot of contemporary bags, and I have contemporary bags as well. Where that does come into play, and I have thought about this, if you want to, let's say, okay, this bag plus, oh, here, let me grab a 𝐬𝐲𝐫𝐞𝐿. This plus this in exchange for your YSL. That's a scenario where, okay, so that might work for someone. Do you know what I mean? That's why I say when you look at it, you might want to take off your retail value of the bag and look at it like, okay, this is what's in my closet. I need a white leather bag. I need a white YSL bag, for example. I need a white Gucci bag. So this is how I envisioned it, of like, oh, well, maybe it's this and this bracelet, or maybe it's these two bags together, for example. So I hope that makes sense, that you are in control and you decide the value of what you're going to trade. And then, if it's a situation where somebody just buys your contemporary bag, that works out too. So only for authentication would you need, obviously, that is how I wrote it at first, is that you can trade anything. If it's authenticated, if it needs authentication, it would be over $500 for it to be worth it. So I hope that answered some questions. Honestly, at this point, and this is why, let me get testers, because I want to test the process for myself. Okay, what happens if somebody wants to sell this contemporary bag? Because the consignment shop who's partnering with me, they do have contemporary bags, yes. So very new here. It might get to the point, anything could happen, right? Because I could envision so many things. I'm like, it might get to the point, what if people hand me their bags and they do have to carry inventory? And I'm going to be very flexible and just kind of learn as I go to see how I can best serve my community. Because I know my community doesn't have just luxe bags. They have contemporary as well, have bought contemporary bags off of my suggestions. So I'm very, very open to what works for my community right now. So only way I'll know is if we get those listings in and see what type of interest. Maybe there is no interest for contemporary. I feel like there is, because that's right up my alley. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what could happen? So I'm just building the community right now, and although I've like, you know, kind of written down the fees and written up out the platform, I know that things are going to change and evolve and grow. I even feel like this platform is going to be rewritten to, what's the word? Conform? No, serve, serve the needs of whoever is going to use it. Yes, so all in testing mode. Love that you guys showed up here. Hello, Eileen, thank you for joining. Yeah, so if you have not yet, send me an email at info@dialmstyle.com or just go to, is there a way for me to chat? Go to, it's the handbag.exchange is going to send you the form to collect your emails so I can send you the info of, oh, I see you guys are putting yes to my question that I pinned. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so I guess I can't chat in here. Someone can just type info@dialmstyle.com. And that's where you can email me and I will add you to the group. Right now it's a closed private group. It will be $19 a month once it opens. For my testers right now, I'm going to give you 60 days for free because I want to see bags being traded and sold. And I want to see what it can become. I love my community on YouTube. It's not going anywhere. What it's missing is the ability to interact as much as I can on the new Handbag Exchange platform, not just with bags, but with being able to go live, being able to bring my viewers into the call so you can show your bags. And it's kind of like our group session marketplace where we can share bags. So I hope this was useful information, kind of a lot of blah, blah. When I go live, I just spew everything. So I hope it makes sense. And I know there's going to be a lot of questions. So join the community. It's free right now. And I hope to see you guys there. Any other questions before I lose my voice? You guys, I know it's 12:46. I slept in today. So I feel like I'm just waking up. Not a morning person on Saturdays. Sometimes on weekdays, not really on Saturdays. I take my time waking up. So does anyone have good plans for today, for Saturday? Anything exciting? I find that a funny question. My weekdays are Monday, Tuesday, or my weekends. My weekends are Monday, Tuesday. So when people ask me what are my plans for the weekend, I'm like, I go to work and I do laundry and I sleep. And that's so exciting to me. And then I'm like, I'm so boring. I'm like, nope, I'm 48 years old. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing on a weekend that is exciting, because sleep is exciting to me. And cleaning my house is exciting to me. I don't know about you guys. Tell me. Tell me something exciting. Like, are you going to visit a garden or go shopping or get your nails done? I don't know. That stuff is like fun. Alrighty, so if no further questions, I'm gonna shut off and I'll be back live from time to time just to come on and answer the questions. So send me that email, info@dialmstyle.com, or just check out on the handbag.exchange and we'll get you on the platform. Hello, good afternoon, friend. Thank you guys for joining. I can't stress enough how much I appreciate this community, and I wish there were more ways to connect on YouTube, because there's honestly not that. Got to send you guys to Instagram and all this and that. It's just bizarre. But yes, appreciate the YouTube community and appreciate you guys being here. So I'm going to sign off and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.